Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the place where you learn new skill every time you visit. So keep updating yourself by subscribing to the channel.
In this video, we are going to discuss logical operators in Visual Basic and loops in Visual Basic. Visual Basic. Logical operators are used to apply or combine more than one condition in Visual Basic or in any other language. We need logical operators when we have to apply more than one condition to be checked. Alright, so there are three types of logical operators. The first logical operator is AND. As it is written, it gives true result if condition on either side of it is true. As I just told you, that logical operators are used to combine more than one condition. Two condition, three condition, four condition, they combine it together, right? So the AND operator, when you have put an AND operator along with all the conditions, it will only give you true output when all the conditions are true, or any condition on either or both condition on either side of it happens to be true. When we'll do practically, you'll understand it better. Similarly, you have an OR operator. It gives a result true if any of the condition on either side of it is true. So if any of the condition happens to be true on either side of it, it gives you true result. And then there's a NOT. It gives you true result if the condition is false. Let's see them by example. So the use of AND operator. So we have taken a variable number. We're asking them from user to input a number, and then we are checking whether that number lies within the range of 9 and 15 or not. So my condition is, if number more than 9, this is my condition 1, and number less than 15, this is my condition 2. Now I am joining these two conditions with the logical operator and as I discussed over here, that AND operator gives you true result only when condition on either side of it is true, means this both condition has to be true. So if the number happens to be more than 9 and less than 15, then only it will give this message that number is between 9 and 15. Alright. After some few minutes, I'll do it practically, then you will understand it better. Right. Now let's take another example, which is of OR operator. The use of OR operators. Similarly, I've picked up the same example. I'm taking a number from the user from the text box 1, and here I'm checking if the number happens to be less than 9 or more than 15, means if any of this condition is matched, then we'll say that number is out of range of 9 and 15, because if it is between 9 and 15, it is in the range. If the number happens to be less than 9, say 1, it is out of range. If the number, so as soon as the first condition is met, it will give you out of range. If the number happens to be say 20, right, so it will go here. First it will check over here, number is not less than 9, no, 20 is not less than 9. Then it will go here, number is more than 15, yes, 20 is more than 15. It will give the number is out of range. So here, once any of these conditions happens to be true, it will give the true result. Now let's see the last operator, which is the NOT operator. How do we use it? So here we are using the NOT operator, and the same example I have picked up. I've taken a number from the text box 1, and the condition I'm checking is number equals to 0, but I have put a NOT, so that means this will work when this condition happens to be false. So if the number not equals to 0, then it will say it's a non-zero. So when this condition happens to be false, the condition is number is 0. But if the number is not 0, then it will give the number is non-zero. Okay. So these are the logical operator, which will at the end of this video will do it practically also. Now let's see the loops in Visual Basic. So loops are used to repeat a set of instruction in coding, which we know. We have a do-while loop and a for loop in Visual Basic. Let's see how the do-while loop works. So the example of do-while loop, we have declared a variable over here, number, which the user will give, the count, which is used to do the counting. Now we have initialized the value of count as 1 because counting starts from 1. From the user, I have taken a value, any random value from the text box 1. Suppose the user has given 10, all right, into this text box 1. So now I'm running a loop, do. Now here the loop is starting, and till here the loop goes on. So whatever is between these two statements will get repeated that many number of times. Now if we'll directly go to the condition over here, I have written loop until count more than equals to 9. So till the value of count reaches number, not 9, sorry, number, and the number user will give. Now since the user have given for example 10, so here it will be 10. So that means till the count has not reached 10, it's going to repeat these two statements again and again. And what are these two statements? One is printing the value of count every time. So first it will print 1 and it will say reaching 10. 2, after printing 1, the count will increase by 1 here. So it will become 2. So 2 reaching 10, 3 reaching 10, so on. It will go till 10 reaching 10, and then when the condition equals 10, it will end. So this is the way you apply the do while loop. Okay. Now let's see how we apply the second loop, which is the for loop. So example of for loop, same example I have picked up for loop. Again use same variable number and count. Count initial value is 1, and I have taken a number from the user. Suppose again the number user has given is 5. Now I'm running a for loop. For loop is very simple. So you just have to specify a loop variable which usually happens to be I or j or k. So the value of I will start from 1 and go to count. Now if the user has given 5 in the text box 1, so my count is my number is 5. So this value of I will go from 1 to 5. I'm sorry, this has to be number, not count, because count right now here is 1 only. So for I equals 1 to count, 1 to number, so we'll go till number and we'll keep on printing the same thing. Count reaching number, count reaching number. Okay, and I need to increase the value of count here also by the statement count equals to count plus 1. So let's go to the Visual Basic and do this practically. Okay, so this statement count equals to count plus 1, I need to update it here, otherwise the value of count will remain 1. Okay, the loop will end but count will always show 1 1 1. It will not disturb the loop. The loop will go 5 times only, but the counter value will only show 1 1 1. So if you want the counter value to also update, you need to put this statement. Okay, so I hope you have understood this, and now let's go to the Visual Basic and do all this practically. So here is the Visual Basic interface, and we'll go first by the example of logical operators, which we have done few minutes before in the video. So here we need a box to store a number, which will get me number from the user. So I'll just remove the text property of the text box so that it remains empty, so that the box doesn't contain any text inside. Now I need a label over here. I'll just drag this label tool and write a message here so that the user comes to know what the user has to type. So enter a number. Now I need a command button, which I'm going to code later on, and I'll keep the name of the command button as calculate, and then I need a list box. So the list box will show me the result. Okay, so over here now when I double click on the calculate, I'll go to the coding window, and over here first I will declare a few variables. Number, of course, to take the number from the user, which is going to be of integer type. And then I will take that numbers value from the text one, which I have already designed in the form, and now I need to check whether this particular number is more than 9 and less than 15. Does it lies between the range of 9 and 15? So if number happens to be more than or equals to 9, and here I am using the AND operator, and number less than or equals to 15, then list1 dot add item number ampersand is between 9 and 15. All right, and then end if. So now I'll run this and check the use of AND operator. Now this AND operator, as we discussed earlier, gives a true result when either of the conditions are true. So the number has to be more than 9 and less than 15. Both conditions will, if the both conditions are true, then only it will give this message. So let's see. So I'll give a number, say 14, which happens to be more than 9 and less than 15. It says 14 is between 9 and 15. I'll run it again and try to give a number which only satisfies one range. So I suppose give 20. Now 20 is more than 9, but it's not less than 15. So the second condition doesn't satisfy. So here it won't give you any output because we haven't taken any else condition, so it's not giving any output for that. So this is the use of the AND operator, which gives you true result when either of the condition is true. Now I'll just change this to the example of OR operator. Now in case of OR operator, as we have discussed, that this works when any of the condition happens to be true. So if I say if number is less than 9 and number is more than 15, then I'll say number is out of range of 9 and 15. So if number happens to be less than 9 or more than 15, in any of the condition becomes, if happens to be true, it will give you the message. That means it will give the true result, and the true result is the message itself that the number is out of range of 9 and 15. Let's see. I'll give you a number which is less than 9, say 2. So it says 2 is out of range. Now I'll give another number where only one condition satisfies, that is more than 15, say 20. So number is out of range of 9 and 15. Correct, right? So the OR operator works when either of the when at least or any of the condition on either side happens to be true, whereas the AND operator used to work when both conditions or all the condition on either side of it happens to be true. Now last is the NOT operator. So to check the NOT operator, what I will do is I'll just put a NOT over here, NOT number equals to 0. So now my condition happens to be that if number does not happens to be 0, then it will become true. So in that case, if number is not 0, I can say that number is non-zero. So number is non-zero. Okay. So condition is number equals to 0, but since we put not in front of it, so it will negate that condition. It will give you true result when this condition happens to be false. Let's run it. I give any number. It says number is non-zero. Yes, it is. And when I give 0, it won't say anything because that condition is not satisfied. So this is the way we use the three logical operators AND, OR, and NOT. Now let's quickly move on to the loops, right? So in case of loops also, we need a text box to get a number from the user. I would need one more variable, count, of integer category only. So I'll just add on count as integer here. Then I'll initialize the initial value of count as 1 because the counting starts from 1. I'll start my do loop. It will go, the end of the loop is this loop until your condition, that is count, is more than equals to 10. That means till the count reaches 10, whatever I write between these 2 points will get executed that many times. So what I'll print actually list1.add item, count is reaching the limit, which is number. Okay, so user is going to give me the number, and then count which will start from 1, and it will keep on printing. 1 is reaching, suppose user has given 5, 1 is reaching 5, 2 is reaching 5, 3 is reaching 5, 4 is reaching 5. All right, so till it reaches not 5 exactly, it's here we are checking with 10 right now, but I'll check it with number instead of 10. Okay, so now it will work. Whatever value of a number you give, it will go to that level. So I need to increase the value of count also, because otherwise it will be continuously printing 1 only. So this I have done. Okay, so do loop is starting, I'm printing count is reaching the number which the user gives from the text box. I should take that number also from the text box. So number equals to text1, and then count equals to 1, and then first it will print 1 is reaching 5, suppose user has given 5, then count increases 2, 2 is reaching 5, then 3 is reaching 5, 4 is reaching 5. like that. When the count becomes 5, it will exit the loop because the condition then become false. Okay, so suppose I have given 5 only. So 1 is reaching 5, 2 is reaching 5, 3 is reaching 5, 4 is reaching 5. Okay, let's try it with some other value, a bigger value. So if I give say 10, so it'll say 1 is reaching 10, 2 is reaching 10, 3 is reaching 10, 4 is reaching 10, so on till 9 is reaching 10. 1 reaches 10, the condition becomes false of the loop and loop ends. So this is the way the do while loop works. Okay, now I'll change this loop to the for loop. For loop is actually very simple. In for loop, I just have to specify from where to where the loop is going to run. So for that, you don't need actually, you can use number also, no issues. You need a loop variable. So for I equals 1 to number. So whatever number user gives, exactly the same output will come as it came in the do while loop, in the do while example. So for I equals to 1 to number, whatever value the user gives, is going to repeat the loop. So in the do while loop, between the do and until loop until statement, everything was getting repeated. In the for next loop, between the for and the next I, everything will get repeated that many times. So now I run it and I give the value as 5. So I'll again run it with another value of 10. So 10, I'll increase the size of the screen. Yep, it goes there. Okay, now the only difference between the do while and for is in for it reaches the last value, so it's reaching till 10 and printing till 10. So for the condition of 10, it's reaching the loop. But in the do while loop, when we said loop until count is more than equals to 10, so when the condition becomes true, it won't enter it because the condition is being checked at the end. That is the exit control loop. We are checking the condition at the end. So once the condition become false, it won't go enter the loop again. But in for next loop, for and next loop, condition is being checked at the top. So till the value of number or I reaches 10, it will enter the loop and print the value. So that is the only difference between them. I hope you have understood this well. If you still have any doubt, please comment or mail me. I'll get back to you with your solution. So thank you for giving me your time to watch the video. Take care. Bye bye.
If you are new to the channel, please subscribe it. Also press the bell notification so that you get notification as soon as I release a new video. Share and like the video.